Just got done with hacking apart a $100,000 truck. Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. Ryan Wilson here from Predator Inc. So today, I got something really cool to show you. Come on over here. We have cracked the seal on our 2003 H1 Hummer, the shop truck, and literally hacking this thing apart. So this thing is probably worth almost 90 grand, 100 grand prior to us hacking it apart. But check this out. So we took the body off, took out the entire engine, entire drivetrain's been removed, getting it ready for the upgraded drivetrain, but we are hacking up the inside right now. So cutting out the whole center section of this. This is gonna be a full walkthrough design, and 2 additional seats in the back area, bed area over here, and then this bulkhead here is gonna be moved back here for the stretch seating. So we're gonna have a tremendous amount of room. Literally 6 adults easily can sit in here comfortably, road trips. I mean, we're designing this thing to go across country, doing a ton of off-roading with it. It's also gonna tow our new travel trailer. So a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff in the works today. Josh is in here and cutting this thing apart. So probably have about a week's worth of work on just cutting this thing out, getting all the new panels welded in place. Here's a couple of the new panels. And these guys, we already cut and bent up. They're ready to go, and they just fall into place. We weld them up. There's additional braces over here that go in place, and that gives us that 6-passenger design, or 6-passenger seating. And then also the stretch seating is going in there too. So today is a busy day, a big milestone on turning the page on this truck, on getting it ripped apart. And hopefully in about a month or so, crossing our fingers, maybe we'll be ready to start putting the engine in place. So let's go check in with Josh and see where he's at. I know he just started making the first few cuts on the truck, but let's check this out. So, looks like he made a few cuts here, here. You've got the whole pan, it's the drop pan here, it's about to come out.
Yeah, that's right. I'm working on the drop pan first. It's a little easier to start that way and work my way forward. We'll get the drop pan cut out, move forward to the floor pan where your feet will sit. We drop that down a little bit too, that way your legs aren't sticking straight out. That would not be very comfortable.
Actually, it goes down a lot. It goes down like almost 1.5 feet or so.
Yeah, it goes down quite a bit. That way you get a nice, comfortable seating position for these center 2 passengers. That way you could fit anybody of any size back here. After I get that floor pan cut out, we'll move back and I'll start doing the seat notch. Now you guys may have seen the seat notch in some previous vlogs. We've done it on 2 trucks now. We got about 7 inches out of it. I'm going to go ahead and try and squeeze another inch, try and get about 8-ish inches out of it, get as much comfort as possible while still maintaining a factory look without doing anything too janky, just to keep it looking clean.
Yeah, definitely. And so with this design, you literally have 4 full-size adults sitting across the width of the truck. This is a lot like the McLaren F1 seating. McLaren F1, if you recall, when that came out, there was a driver sat actually in the middle of the vehicle, and then you had 2 passenger jump seats on the side. This is a little bit different, obviously, because we have 4 full-size adults that can fit across here very comfortably as well. I mean, literally, there's another vlog out. Paul and I sat in the back seats together, and there's enough room for us to comfortably drive across the country if we needed to. But this is offset back, so just the opposite of the McLaren where it's reversed. The 2 rear seats actually sit offset about 1.5 feet back from, and actually with the stretch seating, pushing that back almost 8-9 inches, probably 1/2 foot back from the front seats. And then what that does is it gives us a little bit more walk-through area. We do lose a little bit of room in the back of the bed, but it's minimal. What was that, like 16 inches or
it'll be right about
11
30
inches?
That we'll still have behind the seats.
No. Oh yeah, 30 inches, and I think the original was like 42 inches. I think we lose about 12 inches. So it's not,
about right.
It's not, in my opinion, it's not a big trade-off. You're losing a little bit of cargo space, but with this roof rack, You've got well, it doesn't have a roof rack, does it yet? But eventually it will have a roof rack. That you have so much cargo space. I really don't think that you need to have all that area back there. Yes, it's nice, but I'd much rather have 6 full comfortable seats here, stretch seating here for everybody. So anybody sitting in the back of the truck here, it's going to be very, very comfortable for them.
Yeah, and not only that, you do still have most of the tops of the fenders as well.
Yeah, so additional fender well racks up there. We'll do probably like the search and rescue fender well racks, and that way we can pile it pretty high and secure the load up against the frame of that search and rescue fender well rack.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that alone with the back area is probably going to be enough cargo room for what we're going to be using it for. But you still have the roof, and we also have the travel trailer we're going to be using. So a lot of room, a lot of room. All right, why don't I let you get back to it, because I know you got a lot of cutting to do today.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, so we just got done, and when I say we, I mean Josh, just got done with hacking apart a $100,000 truck. I mean, this thing's crazy. And arguably, we could sell this thing for, well, we could have sold it for 100 grand. It's 2003, 30,000 miles, and I know a bunch of you guys out there, the purists, are gonna be like pissed off. So
oh yeah.
if you're pissed off about it, let us know. I think it's kind of funny hacking apart this truck, but you did a lot of work, man. I mean, how many days do you have cutting this section out? It looks like it'd be easy, but I know it's not.
It looks really easy on the surface, but so far it's just over 2 days, because there is a lot of measuring, then measuring again, and then measuring a third time, just so I don't cut wrong. Because if I do cut in the wrong place, it is fixable, but it winds up ending in a nightmare, really. It makes it way more difficult than it needs to be. And there's a lot of engineering that went into producing these trucks, so there's a lot of gussets and thicker material around the certain parts of the truck that need to be a little stronger. So cutting through that isn't always the easiest, but now we got a huge hole in the truck.
Yeah, and that's one of the fortunate things that we have is with SolidWorks, we can run up modeling on here and put load tests on here and actually see what's going to happen with different thicknesses of metal. And what we're doing is we're replacing this very thin wall aluminum with a much thicker aluminum. It's literally, oh shoot, almost 4 times the thickness of this original stuff, but it is flat, so you don't have that rigidity that this creates, so we're relying on a little additional material. And that's where we get the strength retained back into this cutout, but we are adding a lot of strength back in too with all the different panels that come in place that go vertical and horizontal. So a lot of strength is going back into this whole section right here to make it stronger than the factory section.
Absolutely, and in sticking with strength, we do even tie in the new sections into the factory body mounts just to keep it as strong as possible.
Yeah, definitely. So it's pretty cool. I mean, check this out. So when we're done, we have the paneling that goes in here. You're gonna have a seat over here. You'll have 2 more additional seats offset to the back, and then 1 seat over there, which Josh pointed out is pretty cool because you're not sitting on people. You don't have your knees kind of clanking against people. I guess if you have 4 women back here, that's one thing, but I know I kind of like to spread out.
Yeah.
And now you don't have that awkward feel spreading out and hanging out with your buddy. But you got all this room back here. So 2 additional seats right here, 2 more back here, offset back. And then when we're offsetting them back, that additional about 9 inches or so, you can literally walk right through here. So this cutout, you're gonna have the seat base come in right about here. So you have all this room here. So this seat and this seat, you have a tremendous amount of leg room that you never had before. I mean, I just sitting in the back seat here, you're kind of resting your knees up against the forward seats, and now pushing it 9 inches back, it's like first class. So a huge difference there. But this is the seat to have. And the reason for that is you're gonna actually be sitting in this location here, and your legs get to spread out like forward and kind of stretch out forward, and we have a panel that comes down in here that your feet can rest on, so you're really kind of like this lazy boy recliner feel, and they are all 4 of them are reclining seats. So we cut out some additional material up here as well as down here this time around. and really refine the process. But with the additional cutout of material up here, you get a little bit more layback for a recline from the seat. So a big difference there. So good call on getting that cut out.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
That's it, yeah.
You're welcome. Stay tuned. We've got the panels coming in on the next episode. We'll get them laid in here, get them welded in place, and you can really see how much room this creates in this truck. It's kind of difficult to see it now, but you'll really be able to see it when all the panels are in there. Then we'll get it insulated and start putting this thing together. I know Roy's been upstairs working away on the interior on it, and he's pretty far along, so we've got a lot more work to get caught up with him. Thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate it very much. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below, and we'll see you again soon.